Okay, good morning. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. We have no drainage claims today. So we'll skip down to item 6. We'll go ahead and call the regular meeting of the supervisors together. If you want to get a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. 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 Motion carries. Any minutes from last meeting, please?
August 26, 2024, the Board of Supervisors met as Drainage District trustees to view the minutes from the drainage meeting. Please see the Drainage District minutes. I wonder if we should say Drainage District online. I don't know. Chairman Huckabee called the regular meeting of the Wright County Board of Supervisors to order at 9:05 a.m. Members present were Rasmussen and Huckabee, with Cluse present via Zoom. Motion by Cluse, seconded by Rasmussen, to approve the tentative agenda. Motion carries. Minutes of the previous regular meeting of August 19th, 2024 were read and approved. Approved claims for payment. Brittany Howison with the CDA board updated the board about electrical circuit projects in the courthouse courtyard. The contractor that was originally hired informed Howison that they will not be able to complete the project. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Cluse, to approve $4,664 in ARPA funds, which will be 1/3 of the cost from T&R Electric LLC, and was the next lowest bid for the project. Motion carries. Andy Yacob, Buildings and Grounds, updated the board on the cost for fixing the water issue in the supervisor's boardroom from the rains in July. Yacob had a quote from Midwest Foundation Repair for $8,241.32, and then also had some estimates for core drilling and electrical. Yacob estimates total project will be $12,000. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Cluse, to approve to move forward with the project at an estimated total cost of $12,000. Motion carries. Then presented was Resolution 2024-25, a resolution for the addition of projects to be paid out of the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA fund. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Cluse, to approve Resolution 2024-25 by roll call vote. Ayes, Rasmussen, Cluse, and Helgevold. Nays, none. Resolution 2024-25 duly passes and reads as follows. And there you can see the full resolution. It's taking $4,664 for the courtyard electrical, and $12,000 for the install the drainage system here in the basement supervisor's room. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Cluse, to approve the liquor license for Top of Iowa Lucky Wife. Motion carries. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Cluse, to approve the fireworks permits for the Wright County Conservation. Motion carries. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, updated the board on secondary road projects. His crews are still working on the 2024 dusting of the 2025 gravel segments, mowing granular and hard surface routes, and when weather allows, are doing the concrete patching along C-70. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Cluse, to adjourn the meeting. Motion carries.
Okay. Any additions or corrections? Maybe we stand approved as read. There you go. Claims have been around. Open forum for public. Anybody here or on Zoom wants to address the board? Okay, item number 10, approve and appoint Julie Rosenkilde. How is it?
Julie Rosenkilde.
As a civil process server effective August 19th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Review an act on engagement letter from Ehlers and Cooney for joint representation of certain counties seeking judicial review of the Iowa Utilities Commission decision granting pipeline permit to Summit Carbon. Dean, you want to go through that for us?
As you know, on the 15th of August, the Iowa Utility Commission denied all requests for review or for them to give the reasoning behind the decisions that they made. Which the next step after that is judicial review at the district court level. And that is what this engagement letter is about. Again, it would involve the 7 counties and could possibly involve additional counties if they choose to join also. But this would be asking the district court to review the legal decisions and the legal reasoning that they made behind their decisions on those things, such as them being a common carrier and therefore being eligible to use eminent domain. There are 7 counties that are joining in it.
It's 25,000 divided by 7 right now.
That is correct. Now, I would move to have the chairman sign the engagement letter, the waiver and consent. I did ask our county attorney to review this, and he reviewed it and found no problems with it. But because it's a different part of representation than what the counties was involved in, this is a new engagement letter, has to be signed.
Okay,
I would move to approve that.
okay, and the funds will probably come from,
I would recommend using the ARP funds for this.
We've been currently doing the LATCF.
Did we have any of that remaining?
So the report that I did,
Oh, thank you.
I did a new one this morning.
Okay.
Because Carl was texting me this weekend, wanting to know where we were at. And so,
There is additional there.
it looks like there was $21,000 on the right of way ordinance that Adam did, $21,168.
Okay.
The resolution for the drainage,
Yep.
that was $5,271.
Okay.
And the pipeline itself with the proceedings and the division, because we pay 14.29% of it,
Right.
is $50,223.
For a total of 76,662, and
Correct,
that was out of the 100,000 that we had for the LATC
Correct.
funds.
that
Okay,
is correct.
so approximately it's a little over $3,500, I think, for the divided by the 7 counties. But my recommendation would be to utilize those LATC funds for that.
okay. There's a second.
Yeah, LATCF.
LAC.
Excuse me, yeah.
Okay, is there a second? I'll second it. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
Motion carries. Item number 12, Adam, secondary roads update.
Greater districts were out spot blading, due to the dry conditions, working new dusting miles. So the rock that we're putting out on the gravel routes, they're working that out. And then also prepping for dust control areas as we have, the second application coming in, this fall. The trucks were out hauling the, dusting on the gravel routes, or dusting on the 2025 gravel routes, mowing the hard surfaces, those all got done. We're still at 50% on the granite routes. We only have 2 greater districts left in zone 2 to take care of. So we'll get that done. And then we'll probably try to do another mow right before that white stuff falls. So, to make sure that
Your other more fixed.
they have one of the Schultes fixed. And I think the disc mower is the one that was broke is fixed too. So I know that, the Schulte was fixed. The other Schulte is still down because they have to do some extensive welding on it. So,
Work that we can do though.
yes, it's just finding time, with the shop to get in there and take up a bay for that long. So, 2025, dusting, is 53% done, so 65 out of 122. So that's going very quickly. And then they did 5 repairs, 1 service and 1 service last week. So, the guys did, another patch on C70 and they're continuing to do that as much as possible. That's where we're at. And then they'll do the stuff in the afternoon. I think we've got the guys starting to, or look at hauling, piles to the pump house or the agribusiness park. Cause we want all the rock there before, at least half of the rock there before we start putting down that, landscape fabric.
So yeah, to blow away.
Yep. That's where we're at.
Okay.
Anything else?
Highway 69, do you know when that? how
They
far-
are, my understanding, they are diamond grinding today or tomorrow. That's all
Diamond
I know.
grinding,
Diamond, so it's the DOT's policy on heavily traveled routes that when they put a concrete patch out. On some routes, they come back in and diamond grind to make it even smoother. So that's their policy. They could have opened it, my understanding, I mean, we just go ahead and open it after the concrete's been patched, so, but that's their policy, so
I heard possibly the end of this week it'll be opened
I
up.
would. Depending on if it's been
Yeah.
shouldered or not, I don't
Yeah.
know if it's been shouldered or not, so. But I know we have some diamond grinding on some of our spots that had some bumps on our paving this year, and then they'll fog seal it, but the same company who's doing that is doing the diamond grinding on 69, so I think that's why they're moving in. Okay, thank you.
Any old business, new business, update on meetings?
I had Udmo up in Emmitsburg, or Granger, excuse me. We've got some property there that we are put on the market that we have been using for housing, and we're basically gonna sell them all, and we've got good offers in on them. And that'll go back to, we're getting out of the, what do we wanna say, apartment rentals.
I had building families on Monday. I will be taking over the chairmanship of that with Dan Campanelli, not seeking reelection for Hamilton County. And then on Wednesday, we had the Midas meeting. We'll be celebrating 50 years of Midas sometime this month. I think you've received emails concerning that. And then I had CFR on Thursday. And nothing outstanding to report on that. We're still waiting to see if we are selected for the $8 million grant through the state of Iowa so that we can start a new building project down in Des Moines.
And I got a meeting today at 1 with the sheriffs and all the city police
Oh, okay,
to go through what we're gonna ask for questions and go through some of the applicants we got in.
Good, good.
And I'll fill you in at that time.
I had an informal meeting with Adam and the sheriff. We looked at a possible weather system that they're coming out with, or it's been around.
Yeah.
To get us more accurate weather right in the county for making decisions in the future, so kind of in the works of gathering data on that.
It's called BAMWX. So we actually put out 4 locations in the county. And what we can do with that software is, it will give us more live data for our specific location, rather than listening to like KCCI when it says 20%, your possible 20%. Well, that's 20% for their viewing area, right? Now, this is going to be specific for Wright County. So we have a location, we put it right by Prestige. And these are just, they're not like, it's just a GPS location, so that they know. But then they start using other data from the airports, any of the RWIS station down on Highway 35. So they do that, and then we put one down on CPD4. We kind of tried to stay in the locations of the stay close to here, kind of close to here. We put one down here because that's a lot of traffic down there. We put one.
Was that on
here.
17?
This one was on, 17 and CBD6 down by Prestige.
Yep.
So then we put one kind of right in here, just it's on Highway 69, and kind of tried to stay in the quadrants, right? And then we put one right here or in this location, just as a GPS point for them to reference. Now, with this idea of, working with the sheriff's office, he is a user on it. Eventually, when Jerica comes back, she will be a user on it. I've already talked to the city of Clarion. They would possibly be interested in being a user on it. Then I need to talk to the city of Belmont, city of Eagle Grove. I want to include the hospital in on this.
Schools, maybe.
Schools too. And then also maybe Hagee, Prestige, So they can all be a user, and the other nice thing is you can chat with a meteorologist specifically about your location. Not just with the viewing area, about your location. So they'll say, hey, you know, is there, in the next 24 hours, what are we supposed to see? So that will help us, even when we're having like our decision making in the morning, like, hey, we get together and do a Zoom at 5 AM, I can have that up, asking that meteorologist. And they can respond within 2 minutes. So maybe we make better decisions about closing, not closing, that type of thing.
It's called BAM.
Bam,
WS.
BAMWS.
Okay, anything else before the board? If not, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We
There
are
it
adjourned.
is.